Hello guys, this is Mo Yahya. In this lesson I'm gonna teach you how to make volumetric light effect using standard light and V-Ray render. So let's go. As you can see in this example, the light rays are coming from the window have a little foggy effect. So we can do it in the normal way using V-Ray environment fog, or we can use it like using Photoshop brushes. You can also get this effect through Photoshop. But this way we're gonna learn a very simple and easy way using our standard light with the V-Ray. So let's go. First of all, I need to create a standard light. I will use Target Direct, and by the way, some people use Target Direct instead of V-Ray Sun. It will give you the effect of the V-Ray Sun. And I'm gonna create it like this, as if you are creating a V-Ray Sun. And I'm gonna raise it a little and adjust the angle like this, as if you are creating V-Ray Sun. And to put in your considerations, there is a little difference between Target Direct or Directional Light and V-Ray Sun. V-Ray Sun, if you put a V-Ray Sun, it will light the whole scene inside the location or outside, okay? But Target Direct, it will only light the concentrated area, its region, or we can call it the hotspot area. Inside it, anything inside it, it will be lightened. So if you see something like this and we test our render, you will find, as you can see, the light is only concentrated in this area and the fall off of its value. Okay, so all we have to do, let's open our interactive render so we can test something like this. So I'm gonna go to the modify and try to modify my light. Okay, first of all, you have to make sure that the shadows is on, because sometimes in old versions you will not find the shadow on, so you have to turn it on if it's not. And to make it work as a V-Ray light, you should choose the shadow type Vray Shadow, so it will work with you like this. Okay, to make the directional light work as a sun, we have to increase its range. You can say from the directional parameters, I will increase the hotspot beam like this, as you can see in the top view, and increase it until the whole scene is inside its region. So as you can see, it starts to work like sun. Okay, this is how to use it like a V-Ray Sun. But in this condition, we need to see the light rays. So it will not work as long as you are using your shadows type in Vray Shadow. Let's see. To make the fog light, you need to go down there into atmosphere and effects, and we can add our volume light effect like this. And then, as you can see, when I make a refresh, nothing happened, and you cannot see the light rays. So if we change it to shadow map, and it's a must to be a shadow map, and I will refresh my render, as you can see, the light rays and the fog started to come inside, but it's very strong, so we have to lower its value. I'm gonna go to the volume light and enter the setup mode, and you have to be choose it, and from the density I'm gonna lower the density to 0.01. Of course it depends on your situation, and then I will refresh it again, stop and refresh the render, and then as you can see, it started to be a little bit good. And you, of course, you can adjust the value depend on your scene, something like this. And of course I'm gonna raise the exposure a little or lower it like this. So as you can see, here is the light effect, the fog effect, in a very simple, easy, quick way, without any values or any playing with the results like takes using V-Ray environment fog. Okay, so this is the way. And of course you can use it also with the spotlight. Let me delete this. If you want to delete the effect, you can choose it and press delete. I will turn this scene. You can also use it like example if you have a light from a museum. You can need to light this unit. I can use target spot. This is a standard also. I can use it something like this. And of course I need to adjust it. Of course it has the same value. I need to load the hotspot light like this, because it's a direct spot, target spot, and I'm gonna raise it up also like this, and then I'm gonna raise it up and adjust it as if it's coming from my light source. And of course you have a target. I'm gonna right click and select light target, and then I'm gonna make it like this. In this situation it's not a sun, so we need to adjust a little bit your target and your hotspot. For example, if I want to do it like this, and then I'm gonna select the light back, and let's check how it's gonna work. If you choose Vray Shadow, it will work like Vray Light, something like this. Okay, and if you raise the value of the hotspot beam from here, the fall off, it will give you much more. But this is not like Vray Light. You can lower the intensity. We need to lower it a little. Okay, it's very high. Let's start with 1, 0.2, 0.1. As you can see, you can control it. And I will need to lower the fall off value, something like this, and the hotspot also, so it will give you the effect of light, something like this. Of course this is a normal light, so if you want to make the volume light effect, so I'm gonna do the same step. I will change it to shadow map and add a volume light effect. So when I stop the render and make a refresh, as you can see it will be very strong. So I will go to the setup, go to the density, make it 0.01. so maybe here we can raise it a little bit, 0.3, 0.006. As you can see, you can use something like this. And of course you can make target directional light if you want to make a night mode, same steps. So as you can see, it's very easy. And of course you can use it if you are in a, making light, some lights like a museum or something. You can get this light over something like this. That's a teapot. I'm gonna put it like this. Here it is, something, and then I'm gonna change my render. See, it's very easy. And all I need, of course I will need more light in the scene, but I'm talking about this effect. So it's very easy to use a standard light with Vray to get your volumetric light effect. And of course if you want to change the color of the fog, all you have to do is to go to the setup. And by the way, you can enter the setup from pressing 8 on the keyboard, choose the volume light effect, and if you change the fog color, it will give you the color that you choose, something like this, warm or something. And then I'm gonna press render again, and you can see the color of the fog changed to here. From the fog color you will change the color of the fog light. But put in your consideration that if you change the color of the fog will be the orange here like this, that's the ones we used it, but the light will be white. So don't forget, if you are doing something like this, you have to change also the color of the light, because you have two things, color of the light and color of the fog. So we will go to the color of the light from the intensity. Here it is. We need to choose the same color, so we can open the settings of volume fog color, and we can copy the color and paste it inside. So when you are doing your render, you will find that the light have been changed also, so it will give you the same mood, which is more realistic than the fog color is orange and the light is white. So I hope you like this tutorial, and thank you so much, and meet you in another new lesson, and goodbye.